Dun 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 dun. It's sealed pool practice time, and we're gonna open 6 packs of either Magic the Gathering or Flesh and Blood TCG, and we're gonna try to make our best deck out of those 6 packs. And you can go ahead and tell me what kind of mistakes I made or which cards you might have played out of the pool instead. It's Leo. We're filming another Flesh and Blood sealed pool practice. This time we've got a box of Monarch. This is the last box I think I'm going to have time to do before Vegas. So, all this practice, hope it pays off. Hope I can build a good deck. Stumble around, trying to figure out what I should be. There's 6 packs. Nope, this is 5 packs. There's 6 packs. See what we can build out of it. Okay, these are organized a little differently, so we've got a Brute card, a Runeblade card, a Brute card, an Illusionist card, a Warrior card, an Illusionist card. We have a generic item, a generic action, generic attack. I have a light attack. We can put that on that side. A generic attack. Our foil here looks like it's a foil rare. It's for our Brute. We've got a Runeblade equipment. Let's see. Runeblade. That pile. Another Brute rare. And then we've got generic light attack that I am not familiar with, but instinct of just art would tell me to put it in the Illusionist pile. Here's our token. Alright, got a Brute card, Runeblade card, Brute card, Warrior, Illusionist, Warrior, have generic Shadow card, generic attack, generic attack, it's a Shadow instant, a generic attack. We have a Shadow rare foil. It says, I'm not sure why it's not a Brute card because it's Levia's specialty. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it in the Brute pile because unless Levia changes from Brute into something else, which is kind of an interesting thought on why this isn't a Brute card. Because then Levia could take this card with her to her new class, if she changed classes. As long as that new class was still Shadow class. But for now, I'm going to put it in the Brute pile. A generic chess piece. Then we've got a Runeblade rare. And we've got a rare Shadow action. There's a token here. So far, this pool says I'm playing a brute, shadow brute. I have a Runeblade card, brute card, illusionist, a warrior card, illusionist, a light action over there, generic attack, a light attack, shadow attack, and a generic attack. We've got a Runeblade card. It's our foil here. Generic legs, equipment. We have a generic attack as our rare. Anybody could use that one. And then we have an illusionist rare, Phantasmify. Illusionist pile is our token here. Alright, starting off this pack with a Runeblade, Brute, Runeblade, Illusionist, Warrior, Illusionist. We have a Shadow Instant, a Generic Attack, Generic Instant, Generic Attack, Generic Attack. Our foil here. Nice looking foil. A lot of shine on this one. Illusionist. Generic headpiece. And we have a Runeblade rare. And a generic attack. It's the other rare. Token here. Not very exciting tokens of these so far. They're just like the aura tokens. This is pack 5. Best pack. Brute. Runeblade. Brute. Warrior. Illusionist. Warrior. Light attack. Generic attack. Shadow attack. Generic attack. Light attack. Pretty nice looking foil here. I like that that pop there we've got on the staff. That's for the illusionist. Piece of generic equipment. We have a generic attack. Then we've got a Runeblade action that I'm not familiar with. It's okay. Put it in the bio. Our token here. Last pack. Starting off with the Runeblade card, Brute card, Runeblade card, a Warrior card, Illusionist, Warrior, have a Light Instant, Generic Attack, Generic Action, Light Attack, Generic Attack, foil here. Are we getting any catch off that? Oh, there was a little bit. Generic attack. Piece of light equipment. Put that in that pile. Another generic attack. And a warrior rare. Double-sided prism here. Okay, So just looking at the piles, the first thing I would assume is that we're not playing a warrior. We've got 10 cards, and one of them is a rare. Just don't think it's going to be warrior. The pile I thought I had the most of is going to be brute. 5, 10, which is only 13. We've got 1 rare, 2 rares, 3 rares. Check out our other piles here. Oh, I see the shadow borders are different from the regular borders. Sometimes when I'm sorting these, I'm just looking at the borders. I like all the different borders. 12 here. 1 rare, 2 rares, 1 mythic. This one just looked taller because the foils. So if we look at the side here, you can see we have a lot of foils in this pile. They don't quite lay as flat. 5, 10. We only have 12 cards here. 1 rare. Just 1 rare. 1 rare, 12 cards. These could help either pile. 5, 6, 7. Do have a mythic over here. Which wouldn't be very hard to play. It's not a phantasm or anything. Plus a piece of head equipment. And we don't have a lot of assistance over here. 1 rare, this Howl from Beyond. You can play it from the Banished Zone, which is probably once we could get it back out as soon as possible. It's probably, I don't know, we don't have a lot of class light cards, but we have a lot of generic light cards. Is it a better way to lean? Are we going to kill ourselves with blood debt if we try one of these? Okay, so how many of our cards are these smash with big tree here? Oh, we're going to want to be fairly careful. We do have a few smash with big trees, which wasn't really adding anything to our pool there. I think if I had to pick, I could swap out smash with big tree for something that has text on it. Get the arcane damage going on if we were playing chain here. Is the blood debt going to kill us? Or can we just play the cards from the Banished Zone? We do have a piece of equipment. Do we already have a chess piece? We do, so we don't have to play chain to get a chess piece. Although it doesn't look like a bad chess piece. Well, if I'm not leaning in any particular direction, my instincts say to just play, stick with what I know and play brute, and I feel like the pool says to kind of lean a little bit towards chain, because I have a mythic. I don't know if playing a class I'm familiar with is better than playing a good card. I don't think the Blood Debt would kill me here. I don't think it's adding quite enough. I think we're gonna just play the chain pool. Set the rest of that aside. We'll use our chain pool. We have some equipment options. There's a piece of equipment in here. There's a chess piece there. We'll try our chain pool. I don't know if it's the right decision or not. But I do know that I have limited build time, so I do have to make a decision. Okay. What of these generic shadows would probably help us? We can play this from the banished zone, so as our cards get banished, we probably want... That'll give us an extra card we can play, which is part of why I hear that chain is broken. Nobody in my my local group plays chain, so I haven't ever faced it. I haven't ever played it myself. This one seems good. Pull a card out of a hero's soul if we need to. Howl from Beyond seems good. Play that. Ghostly Visit. I don't know about these blood tributes. We could opt, but then banish the top card. So if we put something up there that we want to banish, it's an instant. I don't know. Let's set aside and see what we've got in our generic pile first before we decide we need to play it. Let's see. Prevent 1 arcane damage by destroying this. Yeah. Can also pitch it. This I would want to play with that. How many? I thought I had a couple of those. Here's one. Did I have more than a couple? There's one. Alright, I guess we're just going to bring all this in then. Because these get bigger as I banish things. The rune chants make me banish stuff. These will make me banish stuff. I think that all goes together. Rally the rear guard is good against Dominate. Does anybody do a lot of Dominate in Monarch? Do we need it? There's a Dominate card. What else looks like it goes? There's a Dominate card. Memorial Ground gets a card back. I think we want Seek the Horizon just so that if I'm going to banish something, I could set it up. All right, let's see. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. We're at 23, so we definitely need some cards. Why not have Rally the rear guard? And then we've never played with the minnowisms. This is about time we try that. 3 or less base attack. There's some 2s. There's some 5s. Is a lot of this gonna qualify? I'm gonna have to lay them all out again. 4, 4, 3, 3. Minnowism is looking for 3 or less. 3, 3, 2. Not a lot of attacks. Maybe that I should not worry about minnowisms and add more actual attacking cards. But got a sword. 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. Could just swing with the sword and be perfectly content. Yeah, all the cards back. Alright. So we've got... I know we've got 2 minnowisms, and I think we've got 1 belittle in here. There's this belittle. There's the other minnowism. So we could run the 2 minnowisms, the belittle. The belittle will just go find the minnowisms. The minnowisms are only going to help if our hand is set up right. I really feel like we actually are kind of we have a lot of instants, so we're really lacking on attacks. Surging Militia seems like a good card. No, that in. There's another one. There's other Rally the rear guard. It's another surging. Okay, that adds 3, so we're at 26. Anything else blocks for 3? No, it all blocks for 2. So if it all blocks for 2, do we have a way to gain life? Maybe we want to play this ante because that would block for 3. And we had the one of those, right? Yep, one of those. Don't think Zealous Belting is going to work out. What we do have is a lot of pound for pounds. Want to play Overload? Do we want to just have this Warthog, Woothog, Wooton Hog, Wooton Hog? See, that's 27, 28. I lost count. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. There's a card in there. 24. Yeah, 24, 27, 28, 29. feel like I totally miscounted that and got distracted. Now let's go Overload and Memorial Ground. Is that right? Adjust these blues here. Picking them all up. There we go. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 31. Maybe we do run 31 and we're just happy with it. Seems like an odd build. I'm going to have to get better at building some Monarch. I think Monarch is going to be the best practice for what's coming up with having to deal with elemental cards, but there will be less classes, so I should have more of each class. But then my elements are going to be spread all over. It'll be a challenge, but I think this is what I would try. Let me know if I'm totally off base in my builds here. Zoom in. But, yep, otherwise, round 1 would be about to start, and this is what I'd have to sleeve up and go with. So, there it is.